Hello guys, Nexas here and welcome back to Destiny 2, and in today's video guys we are here with Tuesday Reset, meaning some glorious new content to get. It's very small this week, I'm not gonna lie, these episodes are honestly a bit odd, but we are going to be of course going over a new weapon you can obtain of course from this week, and it's going to be one of the reprised Saint 14 weapons called the Perfect Paradox. Now if you don't know the Perfect Paradox, this was a banger when it first came out. You could see as well, it looks hella sick. I mean, one of the sickest shotguns that have ever come out in Destiny 2 period. I mean, look at all the shaders on it too. Oh baby, this weapon is just, it's so glorious. But of course you can of course get this once you finish kind of the main storyline for Echoes this week. I think this is the last kind of storyline as well of Act 2, so if you want to just catch up and everything, if you want to burst through all the story content for Act 2, you might as well start playing now, or if you're waiting for Act 3, that's totally fine. This is the way the episodes are. But because you can't get your first roll of the Perfect Paradox, it means you can start farming for some god rolls, and you'll see on the screen all the rolls you can kind of get. You can see it's got some of the banger rolls. It's got the slide shot, it's got the opening shot, it has of course the threat detector as well. Has Swashbuckler, 1-2 punch on a kinetic weapon, which is really dope. It is going to be kinetic too, which I definitely will say in PvE people will still use Swordbreaker, but I will say Perfect Paradox, it actually has really dope rolls for both PvP, PvE, and I will say as well, it's going to be a 140 RPM, so when I kind of recommend rolls for PvP, it's going to be kind of based off how these kind of play out, and that's why the roll we're going to be using is going to be, of course, Threat Detector with Swashbuckler. I know Swashbuckler people are going to hit me going, what the hell are you using Swashbuckler for PvP? The reason I do like it in 6s especially is because Swashbuckler, especially with the Argent trait, Cast No Shadows, dealing melee damage, increases this weapon's handling, and reloads a small amount of ammo from reserves. The thing about 140s is that these are very hard to one-tap with. I mean, they can one-tap, don't get me wrong, but you're most likely gonna have to shoot than melee, and that's just the way these weapons work. It's kind of always how they had. It's just always shoot melee. You can spam shots as well, but with ammo kind of being kind of sucks, you're gonna want to be going for melees. You're most likely never gonna really one tap with this weapon, so you can go for slide shot opening shots to kind of make it a lot more consistent and everything, but it's just the way 140s are right now. It's just you're not really gonna hit the one taps and everything PvP. But yeah, you can now farm out for your god rolls. Spend those echo engrams, you probably have like 100 of them. You could start farming out, but we're gonna showcase what this is like in both some PvP, PvE. So without further ado, let's go into PvP first with the Perfect Paradox. Alrighty, so we are going to be on this junction of all maps with the little shotgun that could. It's actually, it might not be the worst map because it can kind of run around, sneak up on people, but it's going to be the Perfect Paradox. You can see it looks as juicy as it always did. There's ammo here as well, so we might as well clean this up real quick. But the Perfect Paradox, this should be a really good shotgun. As I said though, it's going to be the rapid fire frames, so realistically I'm going to have to shoot probably melee every single time. If I don't melee, I'll probably just end up dying. Obviously if he's half HP, he can get away with it. Ooh, there's the double tap, and you'll see the damage is pretty consistent on them. They usually always get them to about half HP or whatever, so I do think that these shotguns are pretty nice. I will say though, I don't think there's really any 140 in the game where people actually want to use the PvP. It's going to be obviously CQCs, which is 90 RPM, and oh my god, leave me alone. Oh, I'm still alive. But you're gonna have CQCs, which is 90 RPMs. You got of course the Fractius, precision frames, and then Matadors and everything. So you never generally see it. Is that a Juggernaut shield? Oh, there's the one top Swashbuckler by 5. Clean it up, boys. That is why you use Swashbuckler. Man, I'm playing against Juggernaut shield freaking Titans, and oh, I just whiffed all my freaking shots. He should have. Another Juggernaut. What? Well, apparently when I go to review a shotgun, everyone starts rocking Juggernaut shields, which are gonna tank my freaking shots, so I won't be ever able to really one-tap, okay? Of course, it's every time I go to do a special weapon review, something like that happens. I'm not Juggernaut shield, we get the Swashbuckler, but I don't have ammo. And that's what I'm saying. You can see that you can definitely get the kill and everything with these, but you're always gonna get them to about half HP. They kind of just tank a lot of shots, and what? Oh! Where did my bullets go? Where did they go? But you can kind of see that the Perfect Paradox, and oh buddy, okay, that's some freaking range. Oh, do not waste that bullet. Do not waste that freaking bullet on me. But you can see the shotgun, you're really quick kind of run around with it and everything, so it's a really good rushing sort of shotgun, especially if they're weak and everything. It's so good just to like run at people with this. Juggernaut Titans, you can kind of see, or just Titans in general, are going to benefit probably the most from it. And that's the one. But that's why I'm talking about the half HP. I didn't insta melee there. I should have insta melee because that's how you get your kills with this. It's just, it's in your brain. You just have to shoot melee, shoot melee, shoot melee. You should probably just keybind your melee to your shoot button too. But that's what I was talking about when it comes to this shotgun. A lot of people just, they don't really use them too often because they're not as consistent. Like obviously when they're half HP, it's an absolute freaking insanely good shotgun. It's super fast. You can shoot really quick. But that is where I'm talking about people just will say that, oh, I wasted the ammo there. Give me that freaking melee. But that's where people will definitely say it's a waste of time. You might as well just go with like a Matador or of course maybe even Fell Winters. Because you basically guarantee yourself some one shots sometimes and you're only going to really realistically get one shot off for the most part. You're never really going to have to shoot twice with a shotgun. And oh, the Juggernaut in the ass. What is with the double Juggernaut Titans with freaking shotguns on this junction of all maps? I know I'm doing the same crap, but come on. Threat Detector on it as well, just to give me obviously a bit more handling and everything when I'm around enemies. Can switch that to slide shot. It's just got to be obviously just personal preference and everything. And hey, buddy. Oh, is that a kitty? Oh, let's pet the cat. I don't have any pet emotes. Oh, they're going to rush this. Buddy, guys, I'm trying to pet the cat. Do not disturb. I missed my shot. Let me pet the cat. I just wanted to pet the kitty. Why is all this running at us? Come on. All right, we need to get a kill streak kind of going. Oh my good god. Life flashed before my eyes. He has the Pentegreens on as well. He's a Juggernaut with Pentegreens. Oh, that's going to be a pain if he's just running at me. But yeah, I need to get a kill streak kind of going with it. It definitely deserves it. As I said, Perfect Paradox. This used to be one of the kings of PvP. There's half HP. Oh, if he killed me, I would have been so pissed. There's like basically the half HP though. But this used to be an absolute king when it first came out. I think it was legit one of the best shotguns at the time when it first came out, and for good reason. It's so clean. It's pretty consistent. You're definitely, as I said, always gonna get them to around half HP. Oh, there's the melee. I love this freaking super with the melee. It's so stupid. It's just a range melee machine. Oh my god. Oh, the Pentegreens. The way that can one shot the freaking Radiant Super. I'm at like minus 80 freaking damage resist and he still one taps my ass. Oh. He went for the freaking super on my ass and he just gets absolutely shut down. Man was 1 HP. Here's another freaking. Oh, I've lost because the freaking feedback fence. The Juggernaut Titans. What is this game? I'm playing Disjunction, but everyone's just going for shotgun close quarters fights. This is like the fastest paced Disjunction I've ever played in my life, and I'm here for it. I'm loving it so far. This is so much fun. I wouldn't be using this shotgun expecting to one tap though. Do not pick this Perfect Paradox up thinking you're gonna absolutely one tap everybody. It's not that type of shotgun, but this is definitely one of the genre sort of shotguns. And oh, I didn't get the melee. But this is definitely a shotgun used for cleaning up kills. So if you get someone weak and you want to rush them, this is like the perfect shotgun. I gotta pick up my muchachos here though, because this should be their spot. And okay, freaking someone snipes his ass. As I said, you will definitely hit a lot of half HP shots. You can kind of see once time this is a minute. I am not waiting a minute, but you'll definitely hit a lot of freaking what's it called, hit markers. It's just that type of shotgun. That's what I'm saying. Maybe even on a Titan, if you get, of course, well, you can't do the shoulder charge nonsense anymore. That used to be so nice. But maybe on a Titan where you can get, of course, some melee builds going, some range sort of melees and everything like that. Or obviously Celestial Fire on the Warlock is going to work out well too. There's a guy in our A flag and oh, boy. Okay, I was going to be so pissed if I died there. But that's what I was saying about the Celestial. If it actually hit properly, that's where the Celestial can come in really, really clutch because I'd get the heals off my Karnsteins. And then, of course, I'd get, oh, give me the, no, I didn't melee far enough. And he has to lunge because he got knockout on. 1 minute. But that's what I was saying. Titans will just work out really, really well for this. Knockout is another thing. I know Synthos doesn't really have the, I don't think Synthos has the lunge anymore. And obviously the Ophidians don't really have the lunge anymore either. So there's none of that nonsense. You can kind of get going and oh, I keep hitting walls. This guy has done that to me like 3 times. If I do not kill this guy, oh, just end me. If you have to end me, end me. I don't care. I wanted that Warlock. But that's how freaking small the spread is on this weapon. That's not full choke even. That's just how small the spread is. But I will say Perfect Paradox, really, really dope weapon PvP. And if you liked it before, it's gonna feel pretty much the exact same as it used to, but a little bit better with the Ardent Trade. The Ardent Trade on it is actually super, super clean. Alrighty, so we are gonna do the PvE side of things, of course, with a little Perfect Paradox I could and everything. And this is gonna be a new role. Well, this is actually the role you get basically for doing the old the mission, of course, this week. It is going to, of course, be a trench bar roll, so, and a dual loader. So if we go like this and just, oh, I don't need to do that. But if we get a melee and you'll see you get 3 shots of trench bar, which will do some damage. And oh, I don't have heal nades on. Oh, mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. Okay, yeah, I definitely should have made sure I had heal names on. We're gonna completely ignore that, but this will have trench barrel on it, so it means that if you get a shotgun kill and everything, you can of course, or melee, you can of course have extra damage for the next 3 shots. With this sort of rapid fire frame, it's actually kind of nice because you can just pump real quick like this and then get another shotgun and you pump real quick. Obviously, if I was using the freaking subclass that I could tank stuff, or if we go Banner of War Titan, it could be nice. I understand as well, loads of people are going to tell me that freaking trench barrel would be better. Trench barrel definitely would be a really sick, or not trench barrel, freaking 1-2 punch. 1-2 punch will definitely be a real sick one, but you can see, you can spam shots so quick with this weapon. So with the trench barrel, it actually comes in pretty clutch in terms of actually a little bit of DPS, and there is Vorpal too if you just want straight up just extra DPS and everything. But as with the way this weapon works, of course, with its origin trait and everything like that, it actually works out well with the trench barrel. It means that you can basically never really have to reload too often because you can constantly just get hits with your melee and everything, which is just gonna be super nice to kind of get your mags reloaded. Obviously you need reserves, and I don't have any, boys. Oh, I'm out of ammo. Oh, there's some ammo, thank you. But this will have dual loader too, so this is legit. As I said, it's the one you pretty much get from the first one you get from doing the mission and everything for, of course, yeah, season. Oh, but you can definitely see PvE. This is where it really does shine a lot more. I mean, PvP was no slouch at all. It's probably one of the best 140s. You could probably use as a shotgun. It's so nice. I know there's like the CQC as well. That's 90. But as a rapid fire frame goes, this one's actually one of the best. It's super clean. So I can only say to you, you should definitely be trying to get your hands on some rolls of this for both PvP, PvE. But as I said, this does have the like cast shadow freaking thing as well. So you can see when you get some melee hits in, it will just automatically reload your weapon, which, as I said, goes really well with this trench barrel. It's basically like you don't have to reload. Obviously, people would definitely suggest sort of shotguns you can get your hands on and everything like that with 1-2 punch and all that sort of jazz. But even the 1-2 punch, it is nice that one melee, because you're gonna be using the punch anyway. One melee, and of course you just get all your ammo back. So this is gonna be a really nice weapon, I think, in some certain builds. As I said, it means you don't have to have like an auto-loading holster or anything like that. You don't have to have any of those sorts of perks on. It's legit just, of course, get a punch in, gives you like 3 bullets or something back into your mag if you have reserves, and then you just shoot again. So I think with the Ardent trait PvE wise, this thing's just an absolute freaking masterclass. I think that it's definitely going to be one of these weapons people are going to look for. I know, as I said, Swordbreaker is like the main one that a lot of people use, and that's obviously gonna have built-in freaking enhanced rolls and everything because it is craftable. I do get that, but as I said, this weapon still feels really juicy, and do I have heavy ammo finders? I do not have heavy ammo finders, do I? No, I have 2 special. Why am I finding heavy? All right, we got some special now and everything, so we can deal with these yellow bars. Hey, muchacho. Get this guy. As I said, there is like a couple of rolls PvE I would definitely be suggesting for people to kind of get, but as I said, when it comes to like dealing with champs like this, and this is where the melee will come in clutch. If I don't get, I'm gonna get one tapped. But that's where the melee can come in clutch if I actually didn't whiff or wasn't getting absolute blasted and stuff. You can see you can get them down really weak and then melee again and just start shooting again. As I said, the infinite mag is honestly, it's so dope. I really do like that kind of well, not infinite mag, but you get what I'm saying, like infinite without having to reload. I really do like that this weapon has it kind of built in. None of this having to have a perk or anything for it. They just built in all loading kind of with it, just the melee, which it just builds in so well to the weapon. You just never really have to reload it properly. It just has everything kind of going for it, rolls wise, freaking ability wise, and also the quick kind of DPS. Well, actually, DPS wise, I will say it's on the lower side because obviously it's going to be the melee in, we get the 3 shots, we get a melee in, we get the 3 shots. But yeah, DPS wise, it is going to be a little bit weak because obviously it's a 140, so it's not going to inherently do that much damage or anything like that. But with the trench barrel, you can definitely see you can do work in the right scenario. Obviously, against a servitor like that, I'm gonna get my ass handed to me because freaking, oh, I got the melee, but he has a stupid ass sucky suck, which is just gonna suck me off and kill me. But you can definitely see that I can get trench ball kind of going like consistently with this. It's basically like 3, and again we just go again. And if you put like any sort of melee build, maybe a Synthos Titan or something like that, oh man, I'm telling you, damage is definitely gonna be there. And there is also 1-2 punch too. You can definitely throw on it as well if you want to go for that sort of build. As I said, it's got everything kind of going for it. Now we're just gonna kick him over by this guy's ass. But it's got everything kind of going for it when it comes to actually wanting to try DPS, basically. So I definitely will say, buddy, but this is what I mean. We're probably gonna freaking do it again. But you can see, you can just blast things so freaking quickly. It is such a nice ass freaking weapon right now, PvE. So definitely be worth doing, obviously, the story to try to get it. But I definitely will be suggesting the Granite Rolls as well, because right now it's gonna be definitely one of the best shotguns to use PvE. I know, of course, we have Swordbreaker and everything, but I said, with the kind of built-in auto reload and stupid ass hobgoblin blowing my freaking ass off. But obviously with the built-in sort of reconstruction with the melees and everything, I think that makes it so much better than the Swordbreaker. Obviously this is kinetic, so when it comes to surges, that might change things, and also builds in terms of making tangles or whatever. But for the most part, I will just say that the Perfect Paradox, this thing has come back, and it's come back with a bang. This is still gonna be one of the best shotguns in the game. Well, that is it for me, and of course the Perfect Paradox shotgun itself. As I said, this thing's an absolute banger of a shotgun. I would definitely be suggesting you get yourself some rolls of this. PvP wise, it's actually really nice too. I still will say a lot of people would rather go for their Matadors, and of course even Fellwinters maybe, or Fractius in the top slot especially. A lot of people will still default to those sorts of shotguns. They're really obviously consistent for one-shotting. You see in PvP that it can one-shot, but that's why I was using Swashbucklers, because even if you get like the perfect god roll, the 5 out of 5 for range and like handling and everything, it's not always gonna one-shot because they are inherently kind of weak. They always do have a little bit less range. So for me in a 6v6 play this, I much rather have Swashbuckler, because it means if I get the shot and don't kill them on a melee, I have a pretty amped up shotgun, which will most likely one tap the next time with the high RPM as well. It's just, it works out really better, a lot better for me, especially with this Cast No Shadows Ardent trait. But the Ardent trait just fits the weapon so well, and this is the role I was using PvE. As I said, this is the role you basically get from doing the mission, the first role you should get. It's basically a curator roll on it. You can see there's only one perk in each column, but this isn't of course the only PvE role. 1-2 punch is going to be there, and that's why I will say PvE, this thing should be pretty damn nasty for a lot of people, especially I'd say speedrun wise, where maybe there's no strand surge, you want to just, you have kinetic surges going, and you want 1-2 punch with the Cast No Shadow. As soon as you melee, you insta reload, so realistically you're always kind of getting the melees kind of going, which as I said, it works out so well for the shotgun PvE. So yeah, I definitely will say overall this is 100% worth getting some rolls off. But regardless, if you like the video, just like and release some more content, subscribe, and fantastic day, and hopefully I'll see the next collective in the next one.